A lot of us don't know what really happened to that very beautiful woman. It's a very sad event really that we have not yet come together to really understand really why it should happen to that woman. So see how the woman is already making the move. The woman is already making the move, and the woman that is about to fall victim of this now is just falling deeply asleep without even knowing that there is an enemy around that will end her life that night. Can you imagine how deep this woman was sleeping, that this wicked soul had to pour this fuel on her. Guys, welcome again to our channel. If this is your first time and the very first time of coming across this channel, this is Emerald Lifted TV, and this is just the right place to be. Anything that you know that is going to interest you of joining this very channel today, you're going to get them, I assure you. So very, very much welcome. For those that are subscribed, thank you so much for what you'll be doing for us. If not for you, like I always do say, I won't be here. God bless you so very much, more than your expectations. Thank you for always coming around to know what we have. Thank you so very much for the encouragement and support. For those that are not yet subscribed, please help us subscribe to this channel, because that's where you are supporting us. And please don't forget, when you are subscribing, just turn on that bell sign button that is close to that subscribe. That's where you're going to know wherever we just get into today's topic. So there is a video I did one time where we're talking about protesting concerning the death of a very beautiful lady. It's a very, very tragic death. If you've not yet come across that video, please go back to my channel and you will see that is the last upload or two last upload that I did. So you will see more of that very video. I know a lot of us don't know what really happened to that very beautiful woman. It's a very sad event really that we have not yet come together to really understand really why it should happen to that woman. So I'm using that very video today to teach every one of us lessons. So that's why I'm here to talk to you guys. So today, I don't know if you have a problem, like for instance you have anything that's a challenge to you. Do you run to people for help or assistance? Because people are really blaming how it happened, the incident, and like blaming the woman. I know she's already dead. Okay, so they're blaming her that she was having problem. Here in Europe where we live, and outside the country where many of us, the Africans, that are coming from, where we all are coming from Africa, and we are all staying in a different zone or cities or countries in Europe. Okay, so sometimes we don't always see ourselves there, though sometimes there's a union that will be created where we do meet, like black community, where we do meet to do maybe once in a month meeting or something like that. So this particular lady, she was having a challenge, you understand? So, and that very situation that she found herself, she was somehow, so as will I say, she was ashamed, like she's shy, or she's just trying to cover up that situation that she's passing through. So she decided not to disclose it to people or tell her friends that she's having issue. Okay, so the incident that really happened was she was lying down in one of the train stations, and these hoodlums, will I call them, they're already used to sleeping outside. And I know some of us, we see people that are sleeping under the train station, we see people that are sleeping under the bridge. Some of them are not normal. I mean, what I mean by that, some of them are not just that they are crazy or they are not normal. Many of them that you see out there sleeping under the bridge, or they are fortunate to stay homeless, actually many of them are okay. They are insane. They are just sane. They are sane, not that they are not insane. Okay, it's the situation that made it happen that way, and don't blame them for it. I know there are some of us that when we are passing through the bridge or train station, we see some will come and beg, like please help, and some of us are always going to render help, like giving them money or anything, way of assisting them. So but this very particular case that really happened to this woman was that she was homeless. She wasn't having the money to pay her house rent, and that pushed her to find one of all these train stations to spend the night. I don't know how long she was there before the incident really happened. And what happened was one of these, well, I call, because it's somebody that's really crazy, that is insane, that could do that to a fellow human being. Because if somebody that is really sane will see that kind of a fellow human being, you can't go and do so distantly act, like wicked and heartless act. So it was why she was sleeping under one of these train stations that this crazy person just came, a man, I don't know, came and poured you know bad substance, fuel on her, and set her on fire. But before people knew what was happening, because train station, most times people that lives in different parts of the world, like outside country where we have most of the train that runs, okay, so they heard scream, somebody was shouting. All right, so but before people could come around, they already found out that she's already have, most all her part of her body is already affected with the fire. So before they rushed her to the hospital, she was there, and that was how the whole thing happened. She gave up the ghost. So what I'm here is just that, that very day, like I said before, you've not yet watched that video, please go back to my channel. You're going to see it there. We decided to go there, our black community, and the era that we are right now, we're talking about the death of George Floyd, and also we are clamoring and protesting concerning the blacks, Black Lives Matter. Okay, so we had to come out and do something concerning the case of this very woman. All right, so people were all there talking about the event, why would she have to find herself in that situation. I decided not to tell anybody, or even tell we that are blacks, okay, and see how we can come together and assist her. And some other people were saying that she didn't want to disclose her situation, she just want to keep it to herself, and maybe it was just something that she said she's going to stay under the train station maybe 1 or 2 days and see how she can gather up herself and see if she can get back to her feet before what happened. Why I'm featuring this video today is just that we know we live in a world where people don't trust people anymore. Why? Because there are a lot of fraudulent activities going around the social media, going around all over the world. If you're in a situation and you find out that, I know it's not easy to voice it to people, to come and be of help, or to run to your help, okay, so you just decide to, you just want to keep it to yourself, you don't want to disclose your situation. Sometimes it's a very bad advice, because if you find out what happened to this very woman, people were out there blaming her that at least she would have told 1 or 2 persons. I don't know whether she really told people, but people, half of the people that were there with us, the crowd, were saying that the woman really, she would have disclosed that problem. Maybe she's shy, because it's not everybody that is bold enough to go and disclose themselves and tell people this is what they are passing through. Okay, so but for me, I feel if it's better that you talk, rather than, even there are some of them, it has even pushed them to go and commit suicide and die before their time. Okay, so it's better you disclose your problem. I know that sometimes, though I have a friend that is also passing the same situation, and people we're all talking about the issue. We're like, why would she have to disclose her problem out? And I remembered what happened to this very woman, and I said it's better that you disclose your situation. I know people are going to mock you, people are going to say things, and sometimes you might even disclose your problem out and nobody will even come to to your help, or run and see how they can aid and support you on that situation. They will even prefer to mock you and laugh you. I know the world that we live in, and I'm here, like I always say in this channel, we discuss a lot of things. There is nothing that like anything that that we have to share our minds, our thoughts together. Okay, everything, like I'm saying here now, you have to put your own concern, whatever that is your opinion, anything that you have in mind, just put it there in the comment section, whether it's really relevant, or is it that people when they have a situation, they should just keep it to themselves and pass through it. I know some of them are not just like, the situation are not just ordinary, some are just spiritual. The world that we live in now, the devil is just out there looking for how to destroy people's destiny. It can even come from the past of Africa where we are, because we know that in any different parts, we know it's not only in Africa, we know other parts, they have diabolical activities going around. You don't even know what's really going on with that kind of person. And the reason why people don't really render hands of help to people, for me, I feel they are scared. I feel because of this fraud, because of what people have turned to, because of that, and really it's true. That's why they don't render hand of help to people. But it's better you disclose your situation. For me, I'm just thinking, because this very woman that they died, the nature of the way she died really taught me another lesson, because each time in this world that we live, experience is the best teacher. When you see what has really happened to people, you will learn from it in positive way or in negative way. For me, people have really gone died before their time. They have died in a way that really is so touching, like committing suicide. And what is happening around, a lot of people have lost their job due to this pandemic. Okay, some of them are really out of job, some of them they are homeless. So people really depended on their job for one or two support, but really maybe the job is not enough and now they have lost it. So I'm sure one or two things might be the reason why this event happened, and the reason why people don't listen like disclosing their problem, because they are ashamed. Okay, it's not everybody that can do it. They prefer to keep it to themselves, or even die with it, or even develop sickness with it. So with what has really happened to this woman, you have to learn another story entirely. Be of help. Just first of all, for me, if somebody comes to you, because in this channel, the main reason why I'm here in this very channel, the reason why I open is just to see how we can advise ourselves. If there's anything also you have to say, you leave everything there. We have to disclose our intentions and really rub minds together. What you think, if for instance you are the one that are having some challenge or issues or money issues or any challenge at all, will you run to people for help, or will you just decide to keep it to yourself? For me, this event, like I said before, if you've not watched that video, it's really a lesson that you need to learn from. It's two-way thing. It's, for me, it's better that you just disclose, because for me, people were like, if she had come out and discuss to them or tell people this is the situation, maybe they would have just camp here in my house, or I have somebody that will just have to keep you in, all right, for the time being, before you will know how to stand up on your feet. And maybe she was like, in Europe, they're like, if I tell my fellow black, I don't know whether they are going to mock me, all right? So it's just another lesson that we have to learn from. So I love you guys. Anything, like I always say, that you also want to say concerning what I discussed today, if it's really in you to, maybe if you have a situation that you're passing through, is it better that you keep it to yourself or you tell people? And this video today is relating to what happened to that very woman. So go back now to my channel and have to search through and we'll see the protest that we did concerning the death of this woman, and really what made me to do this video today and what you have to learn from it. Thank you so very much. If you love what we share today, don't forget to subscribe, share and like. Thank you guys. See you later. Bye.